Zimbabwe has never been an enemy of Zambia. Zambia has never been an enemy of Zimbabwe. But we can see from Hakainde's movements, from Hakainde's schemes of bringing Africom here, we know that is Africom that killed Muammar Gaddafi. It was used to kill Muammar Gaddafi. They have brought Africom here against who and for who?
That's the question.
Our neighbors are not of our region, of Africa. Africom does not increase the security of the world. It's not increasing peace in the world. It's actually a recipe for instability. And every citizen of this country of goodwill has to worry. We have written as opposition political parties, individually and collectively, to Hakainde to have dialogue with us over this issue of Africom. He has never responded to any of the letters. We have clearly spelled out our concerns. He has never addressed those concerns. And it's a deal that he did secretly. He has never even discussed that deal with our MPs in Parliament. It was his deal alone. That's not a recipe for governing well. No. Chachine nafibwa. Chachine aleya. Obufi na buchilamu. Aba bufi bala yefi. Akainde fingi ala ile abantu besu. Okufikirishia alifibwa. Kuya bebele.
The church recently released the pastoral letter, and a lot of things were mentioned in it. The NGOs have spoken, but we seem whatever they have been said has not been adhered to. Like the government has not taken stance to say what they said, let us change here or there, but it seems the things that they mentioned are still happening now.
Inner demons. The church has spoken, he has not listened. And the church is not only the Catholics, the evangelical churches have also spoken.
That's right.
Civil society organizations have spoken about the same issues. The Law Association of Zambia has spoken. The political parties have spoken. OSIDA has spoken. Even recently, at the installation of Chief Nkula in Chinsali, the chief spoke about the same issues the churches are raising. He has never given a meaningful or an intelligent or a humble response to those issues or to those concerns. All what he does is to dismiss them and belittle those who are saying those things. Again, this is not the way good leaders behave. Good leaders respect others. Good leaders respect the concerns of other people, other citizens. Hakainde has no respect for any other citizen. The only people he respects is those who suck up to him. Those who try to feed from his power. Imperialists and other puppets. Those are the only people he listens to. Abasungu, Wamwisa. Those are the only people he listens to. He's scared of his own people. He's scared of us. He can't allow us to hold meetings with our people, to hold rallies. But himself is campaigning on his own. He's campaigning alone. He doesn't want others to campaign. He doesn't want others to communicate with their people. That's the type of a frightened little man he is. Scared of his own shadow, as KK would say. Because of the many things he has done against the people. He's busy enriching himself to a point where he can't even disclose what he owns. The fight against corruption in this country has failed. If it has to succeed, it has to start with Hakainde himself. A probe of his business interests and how those business interests are connected to our economy. Without that, forget about the fight against corruption. And you will never see it because Hakainde is not ready to probe himself. There are reports from even of his own friends about corruption in Zambia, but they're not saying who is corrupt. Why? Because the corruption in this country has to start with a fight with Akainde himself.
So, again, our president has had a very difficult night. So, let's respect the fact that we give him a chance to go and rest. There will be more attention being given to these issues, to the topics, and to his incarceration over the next days. And we are also thankful we are receiving VIPs. Just as we're about to wind up, not have come to say bye to him or just to come and offer solidarity with him.
So I think we can proceed. Okay.
So maybe just a minute or two. We have a prisoner here. This prisoner has gone through quite a tough time, tough hours, and he committed the same crime with my brother there. It's just fair to give him even 1 minute just to say something.
Right.
Maybe before you say something, you are charged with a crime that has been done before, in the sense that when it's in opposition, our president used to have these briefings with international media houses. But when you were in the ruling, you never charged him with the crimes that you've been charged with. What do you take of that also?
Well, I think mine was to come and give solidarity to Comrade Fred Membe, President of Socialist Party, together with my colleagues. I happen to have been a few minutes earlier in terms of being released. And it gave me an opportunity with our colleagues to drive straight here, just to re-echo that this is the beginning of a revolution. Yes. And it is unstoppable. And Ms. Akainde Hichilema will do nothing about it. The destination of this revolutionary movement is 2026. The answer in the hearts of the Zambian people lies in correcting the mistake of 2021. Our coming to stand shoulder to shoulder, especially that the script that Akainde has been given by his puppet master, which is following religiously, is the same. The question you asked about giving an interview to a media from another country, when did it become a crime? He is not in control, obviously, of the editorial policy of that media house, neither am I. But we enjoy the rights and freedom to express our opinion. That even after being arrested, I want to re-echo. Never Sumumba was not suitable to go to Zimbabwe on behalf of Akainde Hichilema. They were compromised. They didn't have the moral standing to go and do what they were doing there. And if that opinion amounts to espionage, I will commit that offense several times, 1,000 times, because I still believe that Neversumba was a wrong emissary to send on behalf of the Zambian people to Zimbabwe. The agenda on the region, we know. Some of us were directly involved in some of these things. But since they have given us an opportunity to go to court, I think the Zakambam got. Thank you, Comrade President and
comrades and the media, we also have President Kateka here to speak on behalf of the opposition political parties.
Fellow Zambians, one of the things that we need to be very mindful of is that when a president fails to manage the economy, fails to manage the problems in the nation, you will be able to tell this by the fact that he now turns to the opposition. He tends to start repressing what he thinks is a risk to who of fighting the real problems. He becomes weakened, and therefore he starts to try and show his strength by fighting people that he thinks are going to provide a risk to who he is. So as Zambians, this issue of saying, hey, Vachenjela, they should go for this and for that, we are being short-sighted. We need to understand that when he comes for the Socialist Party, he will come for the NDC, he will come for the PF. The next thing is he will come for you as Zambians. We've been in this situation before where Zambians were being oppressed, and we must not allow a situation where Zambians begin to be oppressed in our own country. So it's very, very important for us to become patriotic, to rise above these divisions that we are seeing, and to unite and to hold hands. Thank you so much.
Thank you. So this is the end. We are told we have to vacate this place.
Thank you. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Thank you. Very much.
Thank you.
We don't get that far.